Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got 10.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett, that's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 63 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Brissett. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, Brissett gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Boland, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
They begin with a run by Davis, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And Robinson with a big catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They still can't get him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And the Bears first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 16, Brissett. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 41 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 50
Out of the gun, Trubisky, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Brissett on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Brissett again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brissett now. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
And an alley to run. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Crunch time, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you.
On third down, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I got you. I got you. Watch twins. Watch twins. Get along. Rest. Mike, check. 59. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Throwing on second down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the front.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Come on now. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down. Cohen, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. So this one in the win column for the Chicago.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set, ready. Switch the elbow. Me and you all day. All day. I'm ready.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Give him 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
No.
They'll run here with Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, as the head coach...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Leonard Floyd, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Throwing, Brissett being chased out under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A pitch back. No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 49-yard.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check, check, check. Move.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go play action with Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The first down carry for Davis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Watch the slant.
Brissett to throw on first. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Brissett sets to throw it. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll toss to Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Earlier, we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 46 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, it's Davis, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 yards there, first down. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. The screen pass here to Cohen. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Now Bissett. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
This is taken at the 23. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Don't get nervous.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
What we got? Lock in. Watch the twist. Bang, 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 bang. Jim, X3, 218, chopper.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 37 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, here's Brissett. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got one.
It's third and long for Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Cohen.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down now, it's Davis, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On second and 11 now, Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On third and 1, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 48 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go in, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to let one fly for Robbins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Brissett. And he lost the football. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.